sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Hello, my name is NOOB. In today's video I got another Warframe video for you guys, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my Saryn build. Now if you're new to the channel and you want to see some more Warframe videos from my channel, just go ahead and subscribe. So the first thing you need to know that all status duration lasts longer because of Saryn's passive ability. This is the reason why I use the weapons that I use. So let's talk about the spores. So these spores, when you first cast them on an enemy, by themselves they do not do anything. You physically have to actually shoot them in order to spread the spores. So once you spread the spores, if you can see, it procs the viral, toxin, and impact damage on this single enemy. All the other enemies have just viral and toxin. The impact comes from the arrow of the bow. The toxin comes from the green cloud from the bow passive ability. And the viral damage comes from Saryn spores. So as you can see, all these enemies have toxin and viral damage. Just the one in the middle is the ones that has the impact damage. Just comes from the bow. So viral damage, basically what it does, it reduces the enemy's current health by half, and then the toxin obviously does toxin damage to the enemy, and the impact does impact. Now the reason all these enemies are proc like this is because of Saryn's passive ability, the thing I was talking to you about at the beginning. This is why I like Saryn so much, because you have to understand her abilities and know what she's capable of. So I'll use the pox to add corrosive damage into the enemy. Corrosive damage, what it does is reduces the enemy's armor. So now that all these enemies have reduced armor and reduced health, it's going to make Saryn's job a lot easier to kill them. Now keep in mind that all these enemies are level 150 and they have the highest armor in the game. So you gotta work smarter, not harder. So I definitely recommend you stripping off their armor with the pox. And now I will show you how to do that here. So to strip the enemy armor, all you need is the pox. The pox by themselves will strip the enemy armor by themselves just with the status when it starts proccing. So all you really need to do is just land 3 of the pox on the enemy and it will strip the armor. So now that all the enemy armor has been stripped, I just go ahead and use my bow and finish off the enemies, and now basically they become just pretty much one shot. So now I'll be talking about Toxic Lash. It basically gives you an extra 40% toxin damage. Now personally, if you're a melee kind of guy, you just use melee only. Of course, I recommend you activating the Toxic Lash and throwing spores on the enemy and going to town on with the melee. Now personally, I wouldn't count so much on the 40% to help you, because it's just an extra 40%. I will mainly build it for you know, body count and blood rush, so you can get the combo multiplier. You'll do a lot more damage like that. But obviously the spores combined with Toxic Lash, it will help you a lot. So like I said, you gotta work smarter, not harder. So I activated my Toxic Lash here, and now the health is being eaten up a lot quicker since I already got a little bit of a combo multiplier. But of course it's not good enough because the enemy is level 150 and they have a lot of armor. So again, here we go with Saryn. So you gotta play with all the weapons. So here we go, we'll strip off the armor and you can see the big difference with the Toxic Lash activated. Everything becomes pretty much like a couple swipes at level 150. So that's how I use Saryn with my melee. So now I'll be talking about Miasma. So basically Miasma, what it does, once the spores are activated on enemies, it blows up all the spores at the same time when you cast Miasma. So I definitely will use Miasma in combination with spores and molt to get the best result. Usually when you're dealing with high level enemies, you're going to be using all your abilities and especially Miasma to detonate all your spores. So now I'll be talking about molt. So molt is basically a decoy. Now a lot of people might not know that molt actually does do damage even at a distance. As you can see here, I'm very far, I'm recasting it and it does damage. So I definitely recommend you putting your molt in the missions and throwing a couple spores on it. Now to deal with the issue of the energy, because of my build is very has a lot of power strength and not very big on efficiency, I definitely recommend you using the Cynoric school that gives you extra 5 energy per second per 30 seconds when you use it correctly. So this is my Cynoric school, and this is the one that gives you the extra 5 energy per second for 30 seconds. It's called Energy Dash, so you definitely want to look into the Cynoric if you want extra energy. So here it is, guys. So basically this is my Saryn build. It's pretty much a full power strength build with a lot of range and a little bit of duration. Now if I were to change one mod here, it will probably be redirection, and it will be changed for Augur Secrets, which is another power strength mod. So I don't have the mod currently, so that's why I don't have it on there. So this is the other weapons that I use, my Mutilus Saryn mods set up here. I figured I'll put this in here so you guys want to see what the mods are. That way you guys don't have to go to another video. And because personally I don't even have a video on my Mutilus Saryn yet, but this is the mod setup I have for the Mutilus Saryn. That is the ribbon. Of course, I will also show you the pox build that I have, so you guys can see that too. I will also show you the ribbon that I have. So of course you guys might not have these ribbons, but it might be something that you guys might want to look into if you guys like my build and like the way I run my Saryn with the pox and the Mutilus Saryn. And of course I will also show you my Prisma Dual Cleaver build, even though I already have a build on my channel. So if you guys want to look that up, it's going to be the link down in the description. So there it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys like my build and have a lot of fun with it. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave me a comment in the comment section below why you didn't enjoy the video. And as always, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.